This is an It Came From Gen X video.
The Motley Crue on this day debuted. Read the facts for me there, would you, Fish? I don't want to mess up my recorder here.
That's right. It's this day in 1981, they made their debut at the Starwood in West Hollywood, and they opened up for Y&T. This
Great
is from
band.
Rip magazine on online here, and they said that Nikki Sixx smashed his bass into the face of a belligerent Y&T fan. Tommy Lee nailed a guy with a drumstick. Vince Neil punched another audience member in the head. Mick Mars perfected his signature move of simply keeping his head down and shredding guitar. So,
wow, what a start!
Yeah, absolutely. But obviously, from there, they, of course, hit it big.
They calmed down and turned into choir boys after that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so wow, I don't know if there's ever been a trouble band more than Motley Crue, man, or maybe Fleetwood Mac, but these guys, what a story. We saw a little bit in the movie The Dirt a couple years ago debuted, and I'm sure that was only half the story. So we thought it'd be cool to talk about, ask a couple of questions, our favorite top 3 Crue songs, and do we think the Crue should hang it up? And I tell you what, I'll go ahead and take a stab at this first. My number 3 Crue song, and wow, I hate to even say this, and I'm a pastor, but it was Shout at the Devil. Not Shout at the Devil, I'm sorry, Looks to Kill. Because it was the first I saw of the Crue. I didn't know of the album before that till later, or the video. When I saw Tommy Lee flipping them sticks and the style he played and that overhand smackdown on the snare, it changed everything about me as a drummer. So for me, not only was I thought the song was cool, but the influence, the impact that it had on my life as a drummer, I can't emphasize enough. He was a one-man show. You watched him as much, if not more, than the other guys, and I wanted to make sure when I played that I drew that much attention, and I learned that from him. And when I saw that video, so I guess that would be my number 1. Looks to Kill. Number 2 would have to be Livewire, because another impact that it had on my drumming, the cowbell. Them 3 hits and where he puts them was absolutely brilliant. Think, think, think. I mean, it's just total genius, man. There are 2 different speeds, different speeds than the rest of the song. I was blown away when I saw that. And of course, I was known for cowbell for a lot of years. It's amazing I don't hardly play it now, but I threw cowbell just about everything I played back then. So Livewire was definitely my number 2. And if I had to go with number 3, wow, that's tough. I'm gonna have to go with Too Young to Fall in Love. I thought that was just some of their best Crue sounding stuff. It had everything in it: the drums, the guitar riff, the vocals. I thought were just outstanding in it. One of my favorites. So all the earlier stuff, I really appreciate with them. That's it.
Yeah.
Fish.
Good stuff.
And to answer the question, did they hang it up? Yeah, years ago. I'm shocked at the people who went to this last concert and saw them and best show ever. Vince Neil sounds like he's been sucking on helium. Stop it, dude. Stop. Yeah. It sounds awful. They should have been hung it up. Tommy Lee didn't play half the tour. He's all banged up. He keeps breaking ribs. Now all the stuff coming out about them lip syncing. You got the stuff with Mick Mars. Just hang it up already. It's done. It's done. All right, go ahead, Fish.
Okay, I guess, as far as songs, I got Too Fast for Love. Yeah, just again off the first album, just the grungy, dirty sound. Just I love that first album. I also have Looks to Kill, Keith. Like I said, there's many reasons there. Like I said, that was the first big video, and seeing them, it was just wow. It was just a whole visual experience. That video, so dumb, that video is weird,
It's so dumb, so stupid.
But just the girls, and I thought their look was cool in the video and all that type of stuff. So that was neat. And then I just love this song, 10 Seconds to Love. Just again, a raunchy cruise song.
Like Cooper, yeah.
Just love it. I like the riffs and the hooks and everything in that song. So a lot of the ones to choose from, obviously, but that's great. I'm with you. I like the older stuff.
Yeah, it was hard for me to not put Red Hot in there because it was another introduction to me. That was a double kick, and I was like, whoa, okay, I got to do this, So wow, all the old stuff, man. All right, Skinner, what do you got, babe? Oh, should they hang it up, Fish?
Yes, I'm with you. It's just now you're talking about maybe making new albums, and now there's a question if Vince Neil is going to be the singer anymore. So now what are you going to do? You're going to have the drummer and the bass player with the original guitar player and the original singer out. It just doesn't make a lot of sense anymore. So just move on gracefully. Give us some good stuff. It sounds like you're just forcing it. You're just trying to wring a few bucks out of your fans at this point.
Yeah, at this point, when they got John Corabi, I said, but I listened. He's a phenomenal singer, and I love the fact that they went a different direction with him. I thought that album was outstanding. At least had a couple outstanding songs on it anyway. But now it's just quit. Go ahead, Skinner.
So my favorite album, I've got to go to 1987.
Songs.
Actually, it's 1989 with Dr.
Songs,
Feelgood.
that album.
Well, I'm just telling you, that album is probably had more hits than any of the other albums did collectively. It happened to be the first CD I ever purchased back when the CDs came out. But as far as songs, I got on my list, Kickstart My Heart is one of my songs. Home Sweet Home is another one. That's just a ballad, just a cool ass ballad. I don't know how else to put it. With the keyboards and all that, it was a song that was different back in the day. And I had Looks That Kill for you to also with Shout at the Devil.
Okay.
That's probably my 1B album. Shout at the Devil album was just phenomenal. But if you had to pick my favorite, 1A for me would be Girls, 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 or Dr. Feelgood rather, from that whole album from top to bottom. You can listen to it and not dislike any of the songs on there. So
yeah, see, I think for guys like me and Fish that started with them early, all that stuff. So some of that stuff's okay, but when you see where they came from with that dirty, grungy sound,
I agree with you.
Some of that fluff stuff, I just can't. It just bothers me. The song "Kickstart My Heart" I think is a brilliant song, and "Wild Side" is brilliant, stuff like that. But when you start getting into girls, 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 and all that, even right now, Rock Generation plays "Girl Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away," and I'm just like, I wanted to do Red Hot, but so whatever.
I got you.
But I'll give them credit though. With Home Sweet Home, Motley Crue wrote the formula for success for the heyday of the metal bands, and of course the formula was come out with the most popular track, the most commercial track on your album, okay, and then you slap them with the ballad, all right. And that's how you draw them in, man. And everybody was making the ballad after that. Gotta have the ballad to show your soft side to the girls. I'm so in love, and you broke my heart. And Scorpions had Still in Love with You. Winger had Heading for Heartbreak. I mean, everybody was doing the ballad after that. So it was the formula, and it worked too, man.
It worked.
It worked. So
great video too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, that's all I got for sports and music.
Hey, Fish here from ItCameFromGenX with Skinner and Keith. For every like and subscribe, you may win a free 1-year subscription to the AARP.